Okay, this is for the leadership and collaboration. Um, the assignment that I did, I didn't meet with, because we had the option, I think, to either meet with an administrator, attend some sort of leadership thing, or read articles and then write about it, how it relates to my own. So that's what I did, was writing about how it relates to my own, which was kind of nice to be able to think about different ways that I could get involved with leadership. But then in my reflection, advocating for students, I basically was talking about how getting to know them throughout the year has allowed me to know their learning style and their personalities, their likes and their dislikes, and kind of be able to stand up and advocate for things that would make it better in the classroom. I also talked about an incident that at the beginning where one of our students was cursing. I think it was Fabiano. And somebody came to me and said that he wouldn't stop doing it, and then we had to bring it to the attention of the family, and then the family got involved and said that he was hearing it from his older siblings.
Yeah.
So, just kind of bringing awareness to if there's any problems, and making it to where the learning environment is as strong as possible for them, basically. That's what I said.
Well, I could see that, yes, how you worked with Fabiano, but also with Alexander.
Yes.
I mean, I would say that is the huge, the big thing, the big thing in rabbits, because I could see how Alexander have improved academically. I mean, not maybe at the level that we expected at the beginning of the year, but we can see a lot of improvement just because you were aware of those needs that they had, and you were like close to him, trying to help him, trying to help him to be engaged with the
Basic,
the
yeah, it
lessons.
says right there to recognize when a system change may be needed, because the system that we have in place for him just doesn't work. It can't.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad that in my position I was able to really focus a lot on a student like him, because he needs the extra help.
Yeah.
Respective families, I think I wrote about something about just throughout the year how I've gotten to know the families with all the different events and things like that, and how in my position as support teacher I have to do the message books. So that's basically like a constant communication between me and the families.
Yeah, and you know the students more than the tutor actually.
Yeah,
because you're,
exactly.
Like, you
I'm
spend
with
more
them
time
all
with them.
day,
Yeah.
and I think I said something about I get to know my kids, and then getting to know the parents a little bit with these events that we have, it kind of makes everything make sense. Once you see their parents, it makes sense how they are. So making those connections is kind of, yeah, and then just knowing what their family is like, and like their beliefs and their expectations.
Like in Fabiano's
Yeah,
case,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Exactly.
After you had the meeting and you heard what the mother
Yes,
said,
exactly.
you could understand why.
Exactly. Once
Those
you
things
find out
happen.
more about
Yeah.
their background and their home life, you
Yeah.
understand a lot more.
Yes.
Schools as organizations, I think I talked about in this one basically how just the process of the year I've gotten to know Newton better as a school. Like, I'm starting to understand that it has a really big place in the community. It's really well known for, following the PYP, and it's just a really reputable school in the community. And so getting to know more about how the IB and the PYP works has really helped me kind of understand the school better. So just throughout the process of the year and the clinical, I've been able to understand the school a little bit better, because it's completely different from anything that I'm used to before.
Okay. Well, actually, I don't know what opinion to give about this
Yeah,
area, because it's a little bit.
that's okay.
I don't know if you, as support teacher in your position, you can. I mean, you have access to all these documents of
Yeah.
the school. I mean, the school history. I don't know.
Things
do
like
you?
I don't know. I mean, we have access to like the basic like handbook and things like that, but not really anything like that. It's just from what I've been able to pick up through my experience here,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah. And then involvement in school-wide efforts. Oh, for this one, I know what I said. It's like, it says responsibility for supporting the school's mission. I said basically like at least the the goal I would say of the PYP is to make a good, well-rounded, balanced citizen, basically. Not just focusing on some certain things, that you really focus on a bunch of different things, you know, not just the main subjects, that they also focus on activities and sports
Art.
and art, and there's a big emphasis on that. So I said that my involvement basically with all of their extra activities really helps me get involved with what the mission is for the school. Like focusing on all of the other things just besides the main subjects too.
Yeah, but I think this means also the support that you give when you go to art classes.
Yes.
No, when you organize everything. I mean, before they go to PE. No, I think. It
I
has
think
to do
yeah,
with
that's
that,
what I
right?
think too, is basically just helping the school achieve what it's supposed to.
And what would you say? I mean, was that easy for you to do? Was that any challenge?
At
in
first,
your-
it was a lot really challenging because, like I said, just the way that everything runs here is completely different from anything that I've been around. It's a lot different than what I'm used to. So getting used to how like the classes are set up and just knowing what's going on. Like I didn't know that there was a connection between, you know, art, theater arts, all of our classes. Like there's a connection between everything. So once I kind of started to understand that, it was easier for me to kind of be able to support them better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Okay.
okay.